56 days of semen retention, and this is one of the hardest days yet. Like, easy in a sense, but hard. Right? I'm not trying to fuck around with any sort of female right now. I'm trying to just be locked in on my purpose. I've been pretty okay with that over the past 55 days, 54 days. I've been good. I've been fine. But this past fucking day or two, the female attraction just went through the fucking roof. Like, I don't know what happened specifically. Like, I'm literally trying to get a little bit more, chopped and chubby and all that shit, because I'm bulking up. So every time I bulk up, I want to get a little bit more chopped. So I'm just fucking locked in, and, no female even wants to fuck with me or look my way. You could look back to maybe like a video from 2 weeks ago. I was pretty lean, just looking kind of handsome. And now I'm fucking growing out a mustache, fucking my hair is shit, like just whatever. Because I'm bulking the fuck up. I'm trying to really be locked in and just keep getting shit done. Because I've been so good with that and I've been so locked in. But, holy fuck. Females, they're just... I don't know. I don't understand what the fuck happened. Like, all of a sudden, at work, at whatever, wherever the fuck I am, the women just want to be around me. They want to, like, fucking touch my body. They want to talk with me. They want to talk with me about, like, just working out so then I could, like, prospect their body and give them a fucking proper analysis of what they could do to grow muscle or whatever the fuck. But, like, I know what they're trying to do. I know how they're trying to get down. I'm not fucking stupid. But it's just like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? It started with fucking work the other day. This fucking, I don't know, 50-year-old woman. She's fucking hot. But 50-year-old woman fucking, can't stop talking to me, touching my body while she's talking to me. Like, I'm just like, bro, chill the fuck out. You know what I mean? Especially at work, man. I'm not trying to, get involved in any of that shit. Like, holy fuck. Right? So, here's a lesson too. Like, the people who try to do this shit for female attention, female attraction, it does work. It does get you that. But, like, at what cost? Because the deeper you get into semen retention, the less you kind of, want to focus on that and you want to focus on your goals. So it's going to distract you from your goals. You're not going to actually want it once you have a surplus of it. But, yeah, it started with the fucking Latino woman. And there was just, other random woman at work talking about, working out and fucking, making me prospect their fucking body. And then, showing me how they do fucking squats and shit like that. And then this girl I've never seen in my fucking life before fucking trying to talk to me and fucking, like, just out of nowhere. Like, I've been so locked in, and, I've seen it here and there, like, the woman attraction and it's the attention and, the looks that I would get. But now it's getting to a point where it's just, like, fucking aggressive. You know what I mean? And then, like, today, right before this video, I went to the fucking gym and, I thought this girl was pretty attractive or whatever. But I don't know what the fuck happened. We just, I've never met her before. We just, she was asking the personal trainer there, how does she do this fucking certain workout for her biceps. And then, I saw Buddy knew nothing about what the fuck he was talking about. So then I approached her, I went up to her and told her how to actually properly fucking do it. And then, like, she was chill or whatever. And then I drove her home after the fact. Like, I just met this person, just this random fucking interaction, and, like, what is happening? You know what I mean? I'm trying to be locked in on this fucking grand purpose and grand journey, and the fucking universe is just sending them all my way. Like, it needs to calm the fuck down because, listen, I'm strong, but if you give me just so much temptation, it's just like, at a certain point, it's like, am I being stupid for not, not taking this opportunity to, talk to a fucking woman? Like, because in all reality, it's not like it's a bad fucking thing, but I'm really just trying to be focused right now. Eventually I'm going to have to, talk to a woman, whatever the fuck, and do all that shit. But if I'm trying to just, keep on going with my journey and my purpose and my training and just work and all that and keep on making money and all this shit, where does a woman fit into the equation? It doesn't. You know what I mean? It doesn't. And it was my fault, in the gym on acting, upon like going to approach that girl and talk to her. That's on me. But like, part of my body and my soul couldn't resist. It was just like, it was a no-brainer for me to just go approach her and go fucking talk to her. You know what I mean? Because I was like, in my head, like, oh, she's fucking attractive and, she needs help. Fuck it, Fuck it. And that's what semen retention does too. It just gives you more balls to just, like, you have a thought in your head and you just go for it. Like, you don't give it too much deeper of a thought. And now that girl's like cool. She's my homie. Like, we're cool and I'll see her around, I guess. I don't really give a fuck, but yeah, it's just like, I don't want to get to the point now where I'm trying to, really approach women and, just on some super horny shit and, trying to be in that, fuck mode. Even though, like, I am extremely fucking horny, all of a sudden too. But I think because I bumped up my calories too, it's just like all coming back. But yeah. It's like a lot of energy to expend right now, and it's just, I can't fucking sleep. Like, I'll try to sleep more than fucking, 5 hours, and I just can't. Like, I don't even understand it. I'm shot after I get out of work at the end of the day. I've been on my feet, dripping in sweat all fucking day, carrying heavy ass shit. And then I get home, and yeah, I pass out quickly. Like, I'm tired enough in that sense. But then I recharge in like 4 to 5 hours, and I wake up before my fucking alarm. Like, it's just like, it's good in a way, I guess, because I have the energy, and my nuts are fucking carrying me fucking through and forward. But like, fuck, holy fuck. Like, I shit is getting like extreme. Like, all the benefits and all that shit that, like, I wasn't really sure about in the beginning, right? I wasn't sure if, people were just over exaggerating and all this shit, because this is the deepest that I've been on semen retention, like, with tracking every, my day by day. And I'm gonna keep going with this shit. But all the benefits that, I used to watch videos of, oh, dudes on day 90, day whatever, and they would say the benefits, and I wasn't really sure if those were, real. But they are. Like, and it's like a double-edged sword with, like, the whole fucking thing. Because, yeah, I have more energy. Yeah, I'm hornier, though. Yeah, I'm not distracted with, porn and lust in that way, which is really good. But I can be in my head sometimes and just, thinking about, women to an unhealthy point. And I'm just, like, sometimes I'll just be at work and I'm just like, there's bitches everywhere. I'm trying to, like, hold back from talking to women, and I'm like, is that even healthy? Is that even like the point of all this? You know what I mean? Because I could really just be on some rock star shit and, just be fucking all of them. But like, part of me wants to, of course, but you can't dive into that kind of temptation, because that will lead to straight up catastrophe. And also, it's just a distraction. And like, I know that in my head, I know that. And if I were to go through with something like that, with, some sort of intercourse with a woman or a man, no, I'm just fucking around. If if I proceed with, intercourse with a woman, I know that would just fuck everything up. That would fuck me up. And, I would feel good in the moment and all that shit. And you get a little bit of XP. But I know overall it's not worth it. What's really worth it to me right now is staying focused on my path and my journey, and, keeping my mind within this tunnel vision focus. It's the only way for me to grow and elevate and actually become everything that I need to become, But it's getting tougher to just resist all this temptation, but I'm just being tested, and I have to understand that. You know what I mean? Like, it's not supposed to be easy. It's never been easy, but it's supposed to just help me move forward and conquer, my bad thoughts and my lustful thoughts and all that, and use this energy for good, not just for, women. But a lot of people will get on this for the woman attraction, which, listen, it does work, but I'm telling you right now, like, it might sound really good and all that, but you don't want it. Like, the deeper you get into this shit, part of you does not want it, because you know that there's better things that you can be doing with your time and all that shit, rather than, using all of your new energy, this recharge energy within you, on woman. Like, it's just a pointless endeavor, unless you're, maybe at a point in life where you're looking for a woman, like a woman to marry, and, really go through life with. Excuse me. But yeah, if you're not looking for that and you're just looking to fuck some hoes, like, you can do that in a depleted state. Like, if you can't, then don't even start semen retention in the first place. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be capable to, to fuck with the hoes before any of this. You have to build some sort of something about yourself to be able to do that. And your stats don't even, like, I don't like to really talk about women too much on this channel. I really try to abstract and from it and just not talk about it, because it's really just not that important. Like, as a lot of people will make it seem, like, really having any focus on women when you need to, help change your life, is just retarded. Like, it's a pointless endeavor, unless you're at that point, like I just said. But it's a pointless endeavor otherwise, if you just want hoes and all this shit. Like, this channel's not for you, So I try not to talk about it, but I need to be real as well and tell you about my experiences through these fucking days. And also, it's a thing for me to look back at as well, and have that track record of knowing where I was at mentally and all that shit during this process. Also, yeah, I don't know, week by week now, I feel like, I don't know, my voice gets deeper, and I'm retaining muscle and all this shit. Like, my body hurts from work still, because I'm really overexerting all the fucking time. But I still, recharged enough especially off like 4 hours of sleep, I'm forgetting that I'm only getting 4 hours of sleep a night, and I'm fully recharged, like I'm fully ready to go every single day, which is pretty. What is that, fucking deer? Holy shit. I see a deer walking through. I thought it was a person. Yeah, but this journey has been very interesting so far. Like, there are real benefits to this shit, you know? And as I get deeper into this, I want to just keep, bettering my own conscious and just going through my journey of fucking, like, actually progressing in my life. And at the end of the day, fucking, some hoes isn't going to fix anything. It's not going to help anything, right? It might give me a little bit more, fun in life, but it's not the point that I'm at right now. I can do that at any fucking point. That's the thing too, like, you have to understand, as a man, like, the older you get, you'll be able to still do that, if not like better, once you have money, once you have all this shit, and you're not, thinking about that all the time, you're not super stressed about it all the time, then, you get an ample amount of it, and you could just focus on that at that point if you want. You know what I mean? Like, if you already made $1 million, you got good investments, you got a house, you got a car, all that shit, you don't need to work, and you just want to focus on the hoes and just fuck around and fuck, so be it. But, like, if you're trying to get ahead and get to a certain point in, whether it's your career or, physical fitness or whatever the fuck, you need to just ignore it as much as you possibly can and just stay locked into what you have to actually do. You know what I mean? And it's harder said than done. Trust me, it's harder said than done. Especially if you're somebody who, doesn't really get too much female attention, and then you hop on this shit, and then you just start to get an ample amount of it. Like, I've been, I guess, used to it for a little while, but not to this, like, extent. I still have to, like, really, really, really resist, because I'm fucking hornier times 10 as well. My test is through the roof. Like, I should have checked my testosterone in the beginning of this journey and to see where it's at, like, now. But, that's a mistake that I made, just to see if that, like, changed as well. Like, I physically feel like it has, and, that attraction has something to do with it too, I feel like, and my drive and all that. So I think my test probably went up a good bit, but I'm really not too sure. That's just me theorizing. But yeah, just, it's a lesson for anybody else who's on this journey as well right now. Just be careful and, stay focused. I know it's hard, but stay focused as much as you can, because the deeper you get into this, the closer you get to your goals. And then once you get to your goals, then you could, kick back, have a little bit of fun, and, fuck some hoes if you want. Like, if that's your goal, you know what I mean? But just stay locked in right now. It's like when you're, cutting down your body weight, and you're like a couple weeks away from really having that freak level peak physique, but you're just like, fuck it, like, good enough, and then you crash out on food or whatever, and then you realize it's not worth it. You could have just kept going, and you would have been out of your goal within a couple weeks. So the deeper you get on this, the much closer you get to your goal. So just keep on going, and yeah, the finish line is almost there, man. We're gonna keep going with this shit. I fucking love y'all. Peace.